Another movie about circus performers
Mm-hmm.
is The Man Who Laughs, directed by Paul Lenny.
Mm-hmm.
Not a
Who
comedy.
we have not covered any Paul Lenny yet, but he
No.
was a pretty major figure in German Expressionism.
Yeah.
It's just he directed some of the deeper cuts.
Right. Like most things on the show, like we have only covered the surface level of like anything we talk about. But yeah, this is based on a Victor Hugo novel. Victor Hugo of Phantom of the Opera and Hunchback of Notre Dame fame, both of which have been made into movies starring Lon Chaney. This was supposed to be the next in the sort of like Universal Studios Lon Chaney plays a spooky Victor Hugo character
I mean, this
movie.
feels like it was meant for Lon Chaney, so that makes sense. It feels
Because
like
it
a Lon
was.
Chaney
I think
movie.
it was supposed to be made second after Hunchback of Notre Dame. And for various reasons it kept falling apart. They couldn't get the rights, so then like Lon Chaney wanted to make Phantom of the Opera instead. They did that.
Imagine not being able to get the rights to a Victor Hugo novel because it was recent back then.
So Universal still wanted to make this movie. The head of Universal, Carl Laemmle, went after some fellow German expats who had made a movie called Waxworks, which we didn't cover, but is another like famous German expressionist movie. It's sort of a anthology movie that was directed by Paul Lenny and co-starred Adrian Veidt, who we've talked about a few times before. Of,
Conrad Veidt?
yeah, not Adrian. Adrian Veidt is the villain from Watchmen. Conrad Veidt, excuse me. Yeah, Conrad
Con-
Veidt from Hands of Orlok and
Cabinet of Dr.
yeah.
Caligari.
So this is a Universal monster movie. This is part of the original Dark Universe.
So it is. And yeah, this movie is it is dark.
It's
I guess
very dark. It's not really a horror movie though. It's kind of a romantic adventure film.
in a way, but also like every moment that he's on screen is so like
Terrifying.
yeah, unsettling.
Right. Right, because the thing that this movie is the most famous for is the Joker is based on this movie.
Send in the clowns.
The
I think
Batman
we've
villain.
used that we've used that audio already before in our intro for our intro song, so we
I
can't
thought
do
we
that
used a
again.
different Batman villain song for that one. I don't remember. But this is like explicitly has been stated by Bill Finger, Bob Kane, and Jerry Robinson, who were the guys who collectively created the Joker in Batman comics. They were like, "Yeah, no, this movie." They didn't actually watch the movie; they just saw a publicity still from it, which that publicity still is way scarier than the character ever looks in the movie itself.
It's kind of like
Um,
how an Osamu Tezuka version of Metropolis that he came up
it's
with the
based on the
entire.
poster, right?
Yeah, it's based on the
Yeah,
poster of the Fritz Lang Metropolis.
wild. Yeah, the character in this movie is not a villain. He just looks scary because he is smiling all the time and looks like the Joker.
Yeah, and part of the idea of this movie is him learn like he was disfigured by a bunch of like rogue surgeons when he was a kid,
Yeah, this like
and
weird made up group, like society of people who like perform surgery on children.
the movie is basically a journey of him, being rejected by society and eventually and like making attempts to be accepted and then kind of in the end realizing that he doesn't need them to accept him. He's
Hmm.
just going to have a messed up face and be loved by someone who is blind, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it is very sweet in this movie. I found the
Yeah.
romance of this movie worked pretty well, and I didn't
Yeah.
expect it to when it started out.
I think at the beginning, like this whole like, guy with a jacked up face and girl who can't see,
Yeah,
like it's like, oh, she like his worry is that the only reason she loves him is because she can't tell how jacked up his face is,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But like there's a line that she says toward the end of the movie which is that because she's blind, she's the only one who can see the real him.
Hmm.
Which is very nice.
Yes. It is a good line and made me my heart swell.
You should get that checked out.
God closed my eyes so only I could see the real Gwynplaine. Gwynplaine being the main character's name, which is a jacked up
great
name
name.
also. Yeah. Hi, my name is Gwynplaine.
I was thinking through that whole thing. I was like, oh man, like there needs to be babies now named
Named
Gwynplaine.
Gwynplaine?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring in the name Gwynplaine back. So yeah, even though this is like a pretty the like plot of it, other than the fact he has a jacked up face, is a sort of like almost like a swashbuckling like romantic adventure with like dungeons and fights and escapes and things. But because Paul Lenny is a German expressionist director, it's very spooky. Like there's a real sort of like Murnau or Lang-esque like spookiness that hangs over the whole thing. A lot of smoke and shadows and alleyways and such.
Yeah, and they're like he keeps kind of covering up his face, so that the other people aren't kind of staring at him.
Yeah.
But then every time he uncovers his face, it just makes the whole scene
it's just like,
so like
whoa.
unsettling. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
And yeah, the face that he does is very good. It's very creepy. He's got unsettling.
like big fake teeth, perpetual like forced like giant grin. But like he's grinning, but like his eyes are sad, so it's this just like upsetting expression.
Yeah, which Conrad Veidt kills it in this movie. He's fantastic.
This might be the best thing I've seen him do, and this is kind of other than Caligari. This is like because Caligari is famous for a bunch of other reasons. This movie's basically famous for him.
Yeah. And
he's
not even top billed.
I know, crazy. The makeup for Gwynplaine was done by Jack Pierce, who will go on to do the Frankenstein, Wolfman, and Mummy Universal movies. So he's like the Universal monster guy. So yeah, like Lon Chaney did all his own makeup, but now we're moving on to the Jack Pierce era of Universal jacked up faces.
Hey, I just jacked up your face.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool like dungeon, prison, castle stuff in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of this movie is like, speaking of castles, this is like a very kind of like royal intrigue movie.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, like the original reason why Gwynplaine was disfigured was he was the son of a lord who was kind of a rogue lord, and King Henry II, I believe, was not a fan of him, and so he's like, I hired some weirdos to mess up your kid's face. How do you like that?
Also, now I'm going to put you in an Iron Maiden.
Yes.
So that Lord, Gwynplaine's dad, the Lord, is also played by Conrad Veidt, which is kind of cool.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I didn't notice it at all watching the movie, but afterwards I was like, oh, cool, that is the same guy.
The kid is cast out into the cold. He finds like a random girl
a baby.
A random baby. He's like 10 years old. He finds a random baby who is in the arms of her frozen mother.
Yeah.
Just recently deceased, I suppose.
From Faust.
Yeah. And so he kind of takes the baby and then runs into this roving philosopher.
Roving philosopher Ursus. Philosopher / like theater guy.
Yeah. Who has a dog named Homo.
Right, which is, don't laugh, is a reference to the Latin phrase, what is it? Homo canis.
I mean, it's like whatever. A Homo sapien. It's like, yeah.
No, but it's specifically in reference to a Latin phrase, Homo homini lupus, which translates roughly to a man is a wolf to another man.
Okay, but man is Homo.
True, yes. And there are many intertitles in this movie where they are talking to the dog, and it's very silly because they say things like,
"Be quiet, Homo."
Yes. And then like this isn't supposed to be funny, but it's very funny.
I feel like if we were a bit edgier, "Be quiet, Homo" would be the title of this episode.
Yeah, I don't know if it should be, but that
probably
would be
not. No. That's a joke for within the episode when you can read our tone and know that we're not evil.
We're saying it ironically.
Yeah.
And so then it says that Gwynplaine became a strolling player which is also something that made me laugh unintentionally. He means a wandering actor, but a strolling player just makes me laugh.
It's a that's what you do in a walking simulator. You're a strolling player. So he grows up
Yeah.
and becomes a clown, because what else can you do when you have a smile permanently carved
Yeah.
into your face?
Yeah, they're sort of touring around, going to different Ren fairs back when Ren fairs were just the fair.
Just fairs.
Yeah. And then there's like the jester from the opening scene, the kind of flashback opening, has now become the like creepy vizier to the king.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a duchess who's kind of has been given Gwynplaine's family's old manor house, but is like trying to make a play for. She's like trying to get married to this doofy lord that no one likes.
Prince Valium.
Yeah. Who the reveal of him is so funny. Just the expression on his face. It's like, look at this dipshit.
Yeah, at first you see a drawing of him and you like, that looks like a silly guy, and then you see him in person.
It cuts to him and he's the exact same face. It's so good. But so like the Duchess sees Gwynplaine's act and is like, this guy's crazy. I think I want a piece of that. The Duchess is like trying to seduce Gwynplaine. I forget exactly why.
Her motivations seem a little unclear. Like, I think her whole deal is she's not too excited about getting married to this doofy guy, so she's just going out and kind of doing stuff as and trying to be free of his clutches, or not clutches, but just like of her responsibilities. And so she's hanging out with other guys, and she sees
seducing
this kind of
clowns.
she sees this clown. She sends Gwynplaine a message that says like, I'm the one that didn't laugh at your act. Is it because I love and respect you, or because you're not funny? Come and meet me to find out.
Yeah. And negging so Gwynplaine works.
Yeah. He I mean, it's interesting because it's like it presents him an opportunity to like he's basically like, maybe I'm not so horrifying that if like somebody does love me despite what I look like, because what's her name? D. The blind girl doesn't count because she can't see him. So he says like, maybe I can be like real serious actual person if someone loves me, even if I look disfigured.
Yeah. Him and D, who is the baby from the beginning, I don't know if we mentioned that, are like clearly already in love, but he's just super insecure about it because he's got a jacked up face. So yeah, this is sort of like this is like a sort of moment of doubt for him, where he's like, oh shit, he's never been able to fully accept like his own face, and so the fact that this rich lady is like, hey, I think your face is kind of cool. He's like, what? Me? And so even though he's like kind of reluctant about it, he does go and meet her, but he's like so put off by it. Like, she ends up laughing at him, not because of his face, but he thinks that she's laughing at his face. And so he runs away. And that pisses her off. And then some sword fights happen. They think Gwynplaine dies because he goes to the dungeon and they see like a body getting carried out.
But yeah, it kind of gets revealed amongst the royalty that he is actually the son of the Lord, which he doesn't
the heir
know
to this massive fortune.
Yeah.
And then like they try to make him into like a lord. They like put a big wig on him and bring him in.
They simultaneously try and like bring him into the fold, and also like other people are trying to get rid of him so that they can keep their position.
A lot of intrigue going on.
Yeah.
I did really like the scene where he is like presented to the like all the lords in his like wig, and he just tears them all down, kind of. Yeah, there's a great like cool like sword fight at the end, big escape.
Yeah, there's a big kind of like Frankenstein-y kind of mob that chases him.
A lot of torches, pitchforks, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's like running after Ursus, and D are leaving on a ship, just like at the beginning of the movie. There's like a ship leaving, but he gets to the ship in time, and he ends up with D, and everything's good and happy, and it's a good ending.
It's sweet.
Yes. So at the end of the movie, they repeat all the cast credits, And there's a thing at the top that says, "This is repeated at the request of picture patrons who desire to check the names of performers whose work has pleased them." Which is, I want that to be at the end of every movie.
It's like, I guess, yeah, that is what credits are for.
I love the explanation of what credits are for. Yeah, it's, and just the vocabulary of it is wonderful.